The ocean that keeps us apart also joins us. In the summer of 2018, we met for art science in the city of Cervia, a popular seaside destination with an interesting history, located on the northeast coast of Italy. The city is crossed by a canal connecting the sea to a small-sized salt reservoir called the Saline, which doubles as a conservation site and a major tourist attraction. In attempting to make a long-distance collaboration with New Zealand, we reflected on the differences between our cultures, especially when one thinks of the tourism of the northeast coast of Italy compared to the different environments that you can find in New Zealand. This is a region that struggles to maintain its rural and maritime tradition in the face of rampant club culture, consumerism, and entertainment. What really joins us is a need to really develop a holistic approach that bridges and finds a balance between economy and ecology, two terms that the West has increasingly understood as separate. To establish or re-establish this balance, we must recuperate a view of the territory that is somehow new, because it goes against the usual sectorial views, but also very old, because it spans thousands of years. The people living in this region lived by tending the land while remaining connected to the sea. This tradition survived many centuries and many regimes, from the Byzantine Empire to the Republic of Venice, to the papacy, to the fascist era, to the current declining capitalist republic. This battle occurs today as the fate of the territory is being discussed at this very moment between developers and conservationists after a tornado damaged part of the forest. The sea, the Pineta, that is an extensive conifer forest belt spanning along the coast, and Le Saline, so the salt flats, are three iconic areas surrounding Cervia. Together, they form a microclimate that protects the territory from storms and harsh weather. Tourism and industrial development have put this area at risk, and yet tourism is a major force and a major source of wealth. It is complicated. Salt is a common and simultaneously precious substance, essential to the growth of life, yet able to destroy life. It is both symbol of economic wealth and a cause for environmental decline. Salt is the perfect pharmacon. When skillfully used, it produces divine culinary experiences. When abused, it causes disgust. In Cervia, salt is the symbol of a delicate balance between conservation and tourism. That is, it stands at the cusp between the desire to preserve a fragile and rich natural territory, the Saline, la Pineta, the sea, and its surroundings, and the need to manage its tourism. The latter, if let go wild, can be a threat, but it can also act as an incredible incentive to its preservation. Le Saline thrived thanks to the labor of the salinari, some local people who traditionally worked every spring and summer to extract salt from the pools of the salt flat. The preservation of this tradition, even if mostly maintained as an attraction, has made sure that the salt flats and the luscious natural reserve that accompanies it was preserved. Remembering the tradition of the salt collectors is actually very important. It is not just entertainment, but also a labor of love, bringing back the ephemeral memory of a past long gone, which is threatened to be forgotten. Following a self-directed residency at the salt flats, I collaborated with interdisciplinary Canadian artist Elaine Whittaker. And this was another collaboration across the ocean, just the other way around. We collaborated to create a sound installation. Sounds were collected during fieldwork as well as during strolls on the beach and the city. The installation consists of a fish tank, symbol of the microclimate, containing a series of objects covered in salt. Salt encrusts and corrodes, embellishes and engulfs bones and feathers of birds and remnants of other animals, leaves, sand and stones from the forest and the seashore, industrial waste and commercial items used by kids playing on the beach. These objects tell a story when a sensor is hand-activated. Together, they narrate the territory as a complex ecosystem. Les Salines and the microclimate that formed throughout centuries were moved and transformed, reduced and enhanced, thanks to the action and the passing of humans and non-humans, the growth and collapse of economies, and the mutation in the environment. For those who want to listen, the objects comprising this installation reflect the contradictions as well as the entanglements that make up the ecologies of Cervia. The installation points to the need to put aside current divisions and consider the role that an ecological view from oikos, house, dwelling space, habitation, can contribute to the formation of new dialogues, new ideas for economic thriving, and the preservation of a meaningful historical memory. Thank you.